Today is very auspicious day, appearance day of one of the most prominent disciples and personal associates of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur, Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, and he is also most prominent Shiksha Guru of our Gurudev. So when I was in his last Vyasa Puja, it was in 1999 in Puri. That time Puri Maharaj was playing the pastime of being severely ill, so he did not come down to the stage. But so many Vaishnavas, innumerable Vaishnavas, they came from all missions, from everywhere, and they were speaking his glories. So on that Vyasa Puja, I was very new, but I remember that sight, so many Vaishnavas, Srila Bhakti Kumar Chanta Goswami Maharaj, and they were speaking. And it was also surprising for me when there was prasad. I still remember, at that time, it was not usual in India. They made pasta as one preparation. Of course, rice, dal and everything, pakora was there, but also they made pasta with tomato. Perhaps some Western devotees were there in 99. They made, and that I remember. So in that Vyasa Puja, one book was published, Art of Sadhana, by Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj. I bought that book. And later, when we were in our mat, Gurudev in Harikatha, he told, those who are sincere will get bona fide Guru. Those who are sincere, for Jiva, sincerity means those who desire eternal welfare, means service of Krishna. So then I brought that book to Gurudev. I wanted he should, I told him I bought the book there. So I want you to give some blessing. You write something in this book. Then Gurudev was like very serious and pointing on his picture, because his picture is on the cover. Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri said, he said, he will bless you. He will bless you. Means Gurudev was always in the mood of being under him. So he said, he will bless you. And you should make a cover of this book, because his picture is on the front cover. So that should not be disrespected, that someone may put something else on top or something. So you should make one cover. So with the help of that Pujari there in Puri, you can see in newspaper, this is Oriya. It's more than 20 years old, this newspaper. So with that hope that I shall receive the blessing of Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, here is also his biography, so I will not read everything, but main points I will say. He appeared in Ganganandapur, district Jessore, that was before East Bengal, now it is Bangladesh, as the son of Sri Tarini Charan Chakravarti and Srimati Ram Rangini Devi. He was born on auspicious time Brahma Muhurta hour and was given the name Sri Pramod Bhushan Chakravarti, Brahmin family. So since early age, he was always engaged in service mood to parents and to all. And he studied Sanskrit, and he would also serve the family deities Radha Gopinath. So one day he forgot to put, when he put them to sleep in the night, it was winter, he forgot to put blanket. So that night he was attacked by fever and was shivering during the night. Then Krishna Gopinath, he appeared in his dream and told him, you forgot to put blanket on me. Then Puri Maharaj woke up and immediately went and put blanket, and then all his disease also went away immediately. So you see, from early age, he had such connection. Of course, he's personal associate of Krishna, playing pastime of like a sadhaka. And it happened also, Srila Bodhayan Maharaj told me, his successor, that one time he was massaging Puri Maharaj, and suddenly he felt some burning sensation on his body, suddenly. And Puri Maharaj also was feeling so much burning sensation. And Bodhayan Maharaj, I could not understand how this is. Then the news came that in their branch in Calcutta, Math, that Pujari, by some mistake, somehow, with that fire lamp or something, one cloth was burnt and that fell on Govardhan Shila. So that pain, Puri Maharaj was feeling in Mayapur. So when that was rectified and everything, then he was also okay. So you see what kind of connection. And also Srila Bodhayan Maharaj was very fond of saying this. When they were in Mayapur, Gopinath Gauriya Math, one Pujari was engaged in the service of Radha Gopinath. And on the left side you will see Gaur Gadadhar Ditis, and right Baladev Subhadra Jagannath and Lakshmi Nrsimha. So one time Puri Maharaj suddenly said to Bodhayan Maharaj, you call that Pujari. Then that Pujari came and Puri Maharaj told him, you committed offense to Gadadhar Pandit. You hit him with the elbow. It is a great offense. If you will not pray for forgiveness, then I don't know what will happen with you. So immediately you have to. Then that Pujari said, Gurudev, how you know? Because he was alone in the temple and the curtain was closed and everything. He was dressing the deities. And while he was trying to dress Krishna, and it is little narrow, so he was somehow, and he with elbow, he pushed Gadadhar little to the side to get space. He did. Then he asked, Gurudev, how you know? Then Puri Maharaj said, Gadadhar Prabhu told me. He told me. So they are not ordinary persons. If you go to that mat, Gopinath Gauriya Mat in Mayapur, if you go to his bhajan kutir there, Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri, you will feel his presence. It is very thick there. Even now, you will feel. And so merciful. So, from young age, he was doing bhajan. And then he was studying. And in Calcutta, then in 19, here it's 17, some other version I saw 15, he met Prabhupada in Mayapur for the first time and immediately accepted him as his guru. But because he was still in studies and like this, he did not immediately join the mat. At that time also there was no mat yet. Prabhupada was doing bhajan in Mayapur, then after 1918, he went to Calcutta. So Puri Maharaj was studying and also coming to hear Harikatha of Prabhupada. Then after finishing, then in 1923 he joined, and on Krishna Janmashtami he received Harinam and Mantra Diksha on the same day and was known Pranavananda Brahmachari. Pranava means Om, Omkara. So one who gets pleasure from Om, or one who gives pleasure to Om, which means Radha Krishna. According to our realization as Gauriyas, that is Radha Krishna. So this name. And he was exemplary in his service, and Prabhupada engaged him as the editor of Gauriya magazine. That was weekly magazine from Gauriya Math. And Puri Maharaj told that first we were sitting, Ananta Vasudev Prabhu, and Sundarananda, and Prabhupada would dictate us different articles all at the same time. He would speak to this one and this one and this one, and then again to that one, like this. We would write, he would speak. Sometimes during morning walk also. He would speak to one person and he would write, and then again to another person, and again from there where he finished that article, from there he continued like this. So Puri Maharaj told, if you would see him, Prabhupada, Madan Maharaj told me that Puri Maharaj many times told him, if you would see Prabhupada, then you would have faith in him. He's not ordinary person. But because you are not seeing, you are not having such faith. But if you would see his activities, then you would understand. So then, but one day, Prabhupada told to Puri Maharaj, you will have to write articles. That time he was brahmachari. He told, no, I am not capable. I can write what you will dictate, that is okay, but I cannot write articles. He said, no, what you heard, what you know from Shastra and all, you write. You start, you write. So then it is the order of Gurudev. So Puri Maharaj, he went, and every letter or every article or something, Prabhupada used to dictate at the beginning, Shri Shri Guru Gaurango Jayata. All glory to Guru and Gaurango. So Puri Maharaj started, and he also got that pencil from Prabhupada. He started, and when he came, Shri Shri Guru, when he wrote Guru, at that time, pen automatically started to write everything. Why? Because he was fully surrendered to his Guru. He submitted to him. So then you get all power for service. So since that time, he was writing and would write continuously. And later on, he was also, he became also editor of Dainik Nadia Prakash, that is daily spiritual newspaper. Daily it was published. Then one person asked Prabhupada, how is it possible that you are publishing daily spiritual newspaper? How you get so much, from where this information like this? Then Prabhupada said, why you are surprised? In this world, so many newspapers are daily coming out, giving the news of this world. And this material world, all material worlds, they're only 1/4 of the whole creation. 3/4 is transcendental worlds. Of course, that is unlimited, this is unlimited, but spiritual comparison is 1/4 and 3/4. So why I will not get news for one newspaper every day? Why not? Because Prabhupada is from there. He descended here. Then also Prabhupada gave him Gaur Ashirvad, blessing, given him title Mahopadeshak, means great instructor, and Pratna Vidyalankar, ornamented with all knowledge and expert. So he was in close association with Prabhupada for 13 years, staying in Gauriya Math. And then when Prabhupada was about to disappear, Puri Goswami Maharaj took his lotus feet on his chest and was praying to him, may your lotus feet always remain in my heart. That was the time when Sridhar Maharaj also had to sing Shri Rupa Manjari Pada. He was there. And also already in 1933, Prabhupada wanted to give him sannyas, but that time Puri Maharaj humbly declined, saying, I am not qualified. So he did not take sannyas at that time. But after the disappearance of Prabhupada in 1942, means 5 years after the disappearance of Prabhupada, he appeared to him in dream, Prabhupada, and told him, you will have to take sannyas. So then immediately Pranavananda Brahmachari, he took sannyas from Srila Bhakti Gaura by Kanash Goswami Maharaj, who got sannyas directly from Prabhupada at Gaur Gadadhar temple in Champakhat, you know, Mayapur, that Navadip on the other side. And that time he got named Trinandi Swami Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj. And for more than 7 years, Puri Goswami Maharaj was main pujari in Jogapit Mandir, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's birthplace. And that time he felt that those deities are urging him to take up a more intense study of the scripture and a life of solitary worship or bhajan, he felt. Then he went to Kalna, that is on the bank of Ganga, and he lived there with his deities Radha Gopinath and was doing bhajan in solitary mood and studying all the scriptures. And the king of that district, Burdwan, was so impressed by his saintly character that in 1958 he gave a large and ancient Ananta Vasudev temple in Kalna to Puri Maharaj. You take the service of this temple. And Puri Maharaj accepted, and he engaged himself in that service, and he did some festivals there and like this. Then, after some time, one god brother told him that you are staying here, but your main seva is to write articles, and for publication like this Prabhupada gave you. So that time Puri Goswami Maharaj came to our Parangurudev and offered that I want to be engaged in the service of publication. Then Parangurudev was very happy. He's his senior god brother. He immediately accepted and said, yes, you will be in charge. You will be head of our publication department. There is one monthly magazine, Chaitanya Vani, and for so many books and all this. Our Gurudev was also under him, and that is why in our Calcutta Mat, you will see that a room of Srila Puri Goswami Maharaj is just above the room of Parangurudev. Intentionally, Parangurudev said, because he is my senior god brother, so I have to keep him on my head always, just above his bhajan kutir. So Gurudev also told that he used to take advice from him and encouragement, and for publication of book, you will see all the books Gurudev published. You will find foreword by Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj there. Then, and he was also publishing still for that Gauriya magazine of Chaitanya Mat also. He would write whole night sometimes. After 10 p.m. he would start to write, and he would write very long, sometimes not sleeping at all. Buddhayan Maharaj told me. He saw that he was writing and so absorbed. And he said, because during nighttime there is peace. Everyone is sleeping, so nighttime I can peacefully write. And he would write, our Gurudev told, what he would write, there was no spelling mistake. There is no need of any proofreading or anything. Directly you print. Such a scholar, of course, pure devotee. So Buddhayan Maharaj told me that bell rang for Mangalarati, and Puri Maharaj was whole night writing. Buddhayan Maharaj woke up, and Puri Maharaj said, oh, already Mangalarati. Okay. So he just continued his own duties from that time on, like taking bath and this, as if nothing is whole night like this. Our Gurudev also told. He saw. And one time we were speaking Harikatha for hours, and it became very late. that was when our Gurudev was already Acharya, he became so absorbed in Sangauri Lila, he was speaking 4 hours. Closed eyes, speaking, and it became very late, like 11 p.m. Then our Gurudev said to Bodhayan Maharaj, you, means he gave some hint with eyes, some sign that you are Gurudev, because he was Sevak at that time. So Bodhayan Maharaj pulled him by the toe of the feet. Then Puri Maharaj opened eyes, and Bodhayan Maharaj showed him, you see the time, and he saw the time, oh, Vancha Kalpatarvash, and he finished Harikna. But he was so absorbed, he was totally inside Lila. And during Brajamandal Parikram also, he very old, but he did not want to take any rickshaw or car. He said, no, Parikrama has to be done by walking and barefoot, otherwise I will not do any service. And he was walking very slow. So I told you that day, some devotees, they came to our Gurudev. Puri Maharaj is very old. He's walking very slow. So he was keeping hand on the shoulder of some brahmachari, our Brihad Bhrati Maharaj also, who was his this. So then they said to Gurudev, then let us go in front, otherwise he will go at this pace so much slow, then we will not have darshan of all the places. Then Gurudev became angry. What you will see? What you will see? Puri Maharaj can see all leelas going on here. Now he is seeing. What you will see with this materialized? If we are following him, then perhaps by his grace, we may get some touch with transcendental Dham. What you will see? So he became angry and did not approve this. And Puri Goswami Maharaj was very paka in maintaining purity, because he was from Brahmin family, and for deity worship, very strict. He did all installation in our mat, and for samadhi and